when it was. Oh yeah, I remember Lenny coming in here once when it was. He had quite a lot to drink already before he came here, and he had a cigarette with a long thing, and he went like this. Said, "You know, you should have ashtrays here." So, I want to speak of how the great upheavals that occurred during the first half of the 20th century directly affected the artistic lives of my generation of musicians in the U.S. The vast majority of talented American musicians from previous generations would go to Europe to study. There were almost no major American performing artists. In fact, most of the first group of world-class American composers studied in Paris with Nadia Boulanger. The musicians in our orchestras were in large numbers from Europe. I was told, this is before my time, that the languages used at rehearsals were usually German or Russian. Sometimes, especially with woodwind players, German, Italian or French. Okay, then came the Russian Revolution, which caused many major performers and composers to leave. Most ended up in the US. Then the Depression, which was even worse in Germany than in the US, and the coming of fascism, which caused a flood of major figures to come, some to flee, to the US. By the way, this morning I had breakfast, and Eduardo Delgado, we were talking a little bit about this, and he mentioned that in Argentina, there was also an influx of such people, and later as well. And I know myself that Cuba, Mexico also received quite a number, but the flood really came to the United States. Most of the new arrivals settled in the region between Washington and Boston, especially New York. Another group, made largely of composers, went to the Los Angeles area. This meant that my generation of young musicians, mainly because of the Russian Revolution,
well, a lot of people think I'm going to put Johnny Depp on next. Well, they're wrong. Do I spell Johnny Depp? Steven? Steven, me please. Thank you. Told you I wasn't going to put Johnny Depp.
And your choice for favorite movie actor is Johnny Depp.
Give it to me. That's a cut.